Roll the track.
Is there like another love
Every episode.
Sickening. Whoa! Hello! Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Twink Twank Twunk. I am Zach, one of your lovely co-hosts.
And Zach of what? The legendary Zach known for?
Known for a corporate America diva. Known for Pokemon extraordinaire.
Oh!
And known I can play the recorder with my nose.
Wow.
So, think about that. We'll feature that next episode.
Oh, we should definitely do a nose recording feature.
I know.
So if you're a Pokemon expert, what happened yesterday when we played each other 1-to-1, head-to-head?
That's right. Devin used the Pokemon Palkia and swept my team with a legendary Pokemon.
Zach had the Dialga. We were doing a Nuzlocke. The rules were pre-established. And I'd like to introduce myself if that was okay with you.
I was outsped.
My name is DIVOS. I am your favorite piece of walking, talking visual art existing at the intersection of glamour and comedy. It's nice to meet you.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, baby. And speaking of Pokemon, we want to talk about Japan. Hi, Japan. Come on in.
Go on in, Japan.
So what did you just learn about Japan?
So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I was kind of under the assumption that if you were to vacation in Japan, it's pretty expensive. You know, like Europe levels of expensive. You know, things cost a lot of money. But what I learned last night from a friend of mine is that apparently it's not. It's actually very, very reasonable. The exchange rate right now to the yen is like $1 is worth 155 yen. And that is like the best the exchange rate has been since the 80s. Which is insane. Yeah.
So let's break it down a little bit. So you mentioned Europe.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the price difference between the United States and Europe? Let's break it down for everyone.
Sure. Just from a straight exchange rate standpoint,
yeah.
Like the euro is more expensive than the dollar. So you spend more money while you're there. But in Japan, if the yen is less, you know, even though it costs like more yen, you're still spending less money overall.
Oh, wow.
I know.
And that was Economy with Zach. Economy with Zach.
I was an economics major in college. This is true. This is true.
Economy with Zach.
Supply, demand with Zach.
We love Japan. So Zach is really hoping to do a trip to Asia soon. So part of that will be Japan. I think hopefully I'll meet Zach in Japan for that trip because I've always wanted to go. I recently fell into a deep dive with their claw vending machine.
Oh, so cool.
Have you seen the online option?
I haven't actually, no.
So there's a website. It looks like Temu or like, it doesn't look super legitimate. There's like advertisements everywhere, but you click on it and then it's like a 360 like pics, or what's like HD 360D,
like 720,
like but lower 360. But what's it called? Like it's PD, AD.
I know it was named for. I just thought it was like 360 or 300.
Okay,
320
before Christ. So 360 BC is like the quality. Is like the quality of the video.
You won't find God in that video.
You won't find God, but you might find a plush. And you like use like little buttons. You put in your money. It has to go through like the exchange and everything. And then you can move the crane and play the crane game online.
Oh, it's just the crane game, but you're able to play from home?
But it's a real crane.
Oh.
And it's like a live video. And you know that because people like reset it and then put the game back live after someone wins.
That's really fun.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh. Wait, so the way I'm imagining it for some reason, there's like a giant warehouse with like 100 different like virtual crane games.
I think that's what it is.
Does this have companies that are crane games?
Crane game.
That's cool. Do you get the prize?
Yes, they ship it to you. Isn't that
Seriously?
amazing? Yeah.
No. Wait, actually?
Yeah, I think it's a little expensive, but
that's kind of
it got me into like a little deep dive, and then I found a YouTuber. So they have like these huge, it's like Chuck E. Cheese, but like on steroids that they have, like huge buildings with tons of floors of games, and they have like complete floors of just the crane machines.
The virtual crane machines?
No. If you're in Japan. Now,
the in-person crane machines.
We've traveled to Japan.
Okay, so.
We took the flight, time zones, ding, 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 ding.
Jet lag, okay, I'm over it. I had some coffee. I'm here now. I'm refreshed.
Oh, we adapt so fast. And so
the joys of youth.
We go to like the game shop, the game factory, and we play the crane games. And first of all, there is no like knockoff merchandise allowed in Japan. Everything has to be licensed.
I've heard about that. Yeah, you can't sell like third-party stuff. All has to be like completely legit.
So they have like entire floors of like real Pokemon plushes.
And I was gonna say the crane games here, they're kind of hard to win. Like I don't think I've ever won a crane game before. Is it the same deal over there? Like,
funny that you asked. You teed me up, and I'm about to whack it out into outfield.
We're just so insane.
So you can actually, they have employees at these crane shops, and if you say, I'm gonna butcher the word, like Samiya-san, it's like excuse me, I think.
Sure, yeah.
They'll go up and they'll put the plushie where it's like 1 or 2 crane grabs array. So they literally just set it up for you to win. Isn't that so sweet?
That's
and
super
fun?
sweet.
So I guess they don't care. I mean, obviously they're making a ton of money anyway,
yeah,
but
really
they just don't care.
How much is it to play one of those games? You know, like do you spend less money than it would take to just buy? Obviously, the experience is more than worth the cost. But like,
well, so like I was saying, like, I would have no shame going up every single time being like excuse me.
Hello, excuse me. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one.
So we're going to be doing this machine, that machine, that machine. If you just want to stay with me, like I promise. Like,
otherwise, you're walking back and forth a lot.
So I think they got like, for like the purposes of the YouTube video that I watched, $100 worth of yen. And then they like each played to see how many they could get. And they only got one excuse me. Like they only used it one time. And they each got like 4 or 5 plushes. So,
oh, wow. So
like $20 a plush.
Which I feel like it's a pretty good price for a plush, actually.
And if it's a licensed plush.
A nice like quality plush, yeah.
You get to pick which Pokemon you want and play that machine.
I mean, you go online here, plushes are like $50 for like some quality stuff.
I know.
That's actually like a pretty good deal.
And those aren't even the ones with the pocket pussy. I'm sorry. Cut.
Ew.
Editor, cut it out. Editor, cut it out.
Ew.
I'm sorry.
I have thoughts I want to share, not for the pod, but when the cameras are cut.
Pod After Dark. Check the Patreon.
Whoa.
Pod After Dark.
Podcast idea, like genuinely Pod After Dark. We vet whoever goes on, so like
invite only.
We talk about the real stuff,
the real
down and dirty, like the real gumptia.
DIVOS underneath the drag. Zach with the drag.
Oh,
that would be fierce. Stay tuned, pod. Stay tuned.
That's a pretty fun idea.
It's a fun idea, and I think it's coming up soon. Where we're going to start airing an episode and Zach's going to be in drag. I'm not going to be in drag and we won't say anything. It'll be a normal episode otherwise. And then
unless you catch this like 30-second little stint right here, you're not going to know what's going on.
It's going to be a big surprise.
It's going to be a big surprise. I've been in drag before. Well, I think only once, to be fair. It wasn't like glamorous drag. It's for a friend's party. I looked damn good. I won't lie.
You look pretty good. It was one of my first ever makeup applications.
I know, it was.
It was like a big, like, smoky eye kind of, right?
It was fun. It was big smoky eye.
What did you wear? What was your outfit?
I had a blue wig. The outfit, I think I just wore like someone's dress.
Okay.
I would want to say. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular. I didn't have tights. I wasn't shaven. I didn't talk, you know.
Oh, come on.
Come on now. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. The best part was when I came out and performed, like, we were with a big friend group. I came out and performed. It was one of our friends' birthdays. Megan Lee's birthday, actually.
Megan Lee's birthday.
And I walk out, and I do my number. I did Gaga, I believe.
Oh.
I was pretty proud of it. Yeah. I was like practicing in the mirror for like 30 minutes ahead of time.
Was it Rain on Me?
No, it wasn't Rain on Me. It was
Bad Romance, Born This Way?
Which
Applause,
one?
Paparazzi.
Poker Face. No.
Bad Romance.
Well, Bad Romance.
Bad Romance.
That's the one. It was a hate crime. I didn't know that. Don't look at me, camera. My favorite part, though, after the fact, all my friends were like, "Wait, that was you? Like, we thought we hired like a local queen to come and perform."
Transformation.
I was very proud of that compliment.
If we have a picture, do you want to put it up, or should we save it for?
Let's save it for the moment. I think.
Okay, we'll save it for the big moment.
So also, I feel like the drag will be a lot better in the big moment.
We're gonna elevate. Zach might get a custom look. Who knows?
So Dr. Troy.
Hi, shout out Troy C. Ford. Troy, speaking of Troy.
Oh, perfect. I know.
I'm literally wearing Troy today. So this was my first ever custom outfit by Troy C. Ford. I have seen Troy's work for a long time on Drag Race. If you know, when Shay was on All Stars, her first season of All Stars that she won, she comes out in this nude bodysuit that's completely stoned. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I was so blown away. And then Sasha Colby entered Drag Race in this Hawaiian look. Again, full bodysuit, completely rhinestone.
That's right, yeah.
And I was like, who is this? That's crazy. And I didn't get around to looking it up. Then in Sasha Colby's final lip sync video that they did right before the finale, she had Troy on again, where she goes, "Bad bitch body that I don't come to play. Best believe when I step on the scene, shady hoes just run away. Dream chaser, style maker, game changer, bank breaker, crack the code. Now y'all know Sasha Colby run this show." So when she does that, and I was like, okay, who is that? I have to know. And it was Troy. So I messaged Troy. I did a little bit of intern work with him. I learned a lot about sewing. I helped him with rhinestoning because rhinestoning is kind of my specialty. All of this rhinestoning is me.
Do you rhinestone? The hours.
Oh my god!
The hours that I've watched DIVOS sit on the counter and just rhinestone for hours on end.
It was one of the first things in drag. I was like, oh, I can make this elevate what I do, and then I realized I was kind of good at it. Taking off the
shoes, rhinestones.
This shoe is my prized possession. I learned to scuff it up before rhinestoning after I did this one, which is why some of the stones. We're not gonna look at her.
The stones.
But these stones are all perfect. I made it to match the look. This look is the Alexander McQueen reference that inspired me to do drag from Plato's Atlantis. The hair I wore with my Eat a Birthing look in episode 2. But this look is just everything to me. It has a little reveal, which you have to see me live to find out about.
Not here.
And the rhinestones are rhinestoning. And this is a major look.
This was I feel like your most elevated look. Your first most elevated look.
Yeah, I agree.
You have obviously more elevated looks now. Or not more elevated than this, but more elevated looks.
More have met her where she stands.
More have met her where she stands, precisely.
Yeah.
But this one has a special place in my heart. Because I remember the number you did with this one as well. The, with
I ain't
placards.
got it.
I ain't got it.
Oh my god, I was so pitchless there. I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
I'll put a link to it so you can watch it because I have a full video of that. I'm actually performing that tonight at Hamburger Mary's.
Oh, is that tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm on this. I'll be in San Diego. I'm going to watch The Boss. Bruce Springsteen.
The Boss.
The Boss. When I took time off work, they're like, oh, but you can't take time off work. I said, oh no, the boss said I can go. And they went, I'm the boss. I said, no, you're a boss. The boss.
The boss.
The boss said I can go.
Camera 3, you know who the boss is.
A fun little thing, this weird sidetrack. I have always thought it'd be really fun if I would, for a year, secretly took voice lessons, once or twice a week.
Oh.
And got, really good at singing. But didn't tell anyone until just some random night I go, our friend, like Megan Lee's level of singing.
Oh, very, Megan Lee's a vocalist.
Megan Lee's level.
Yeah.
Also, my dad got mad that we gave Megan Lee credit for running the marathon. My dad, Doug Lewis, a Patreon subscriber, has also run the LA Marathon.
We had so much fun going to see the marathon. It was such good vibes. And seeing
awesome.
It was like a festival. It felt like Mardi Gras.
I know. It was just everyone was there to uplift or be uplifted, which is that's so fun. I love that. Also, it made me want to run a marathon, even though I know I can't.
Well, flat feet. Let's talk about flat feet.
Apparently, our friend Megan Lee was talking about last night. If you have flat feet and you run, it destroys. I don't know what he was talking about because I've never had Achilles pain from running. Okay. So I think it's just a bad runner.
It's just blah, 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 blah.
But I mean, I have very naturally flat feet. Not a collapsed arch, which apparently is bad. I was just born flat. But don't look at me.
Hi, my name's Zach Lewis. I was born flat.
I was born flat, and I'll die flat.
She will occur.
I will never be round a day in my life.
Well, let's go back to The Boss. What does The Boss mean to you? Bruce Springsteen.
Well, so The Boss actually means a lot to me. It was my dad's favorite artist, both growing up and to this day. My dad will credit Bruce Springsteen with inspiring him of moving out of North Carolina, coming to California, and just kind of leaving his small town, running for the hills, leaving his small town. And actually, I haven't watched it, but my dad loves the movie Blinded by the Light. It's kind of based on a kid who leaves his small town while listening to Bruce Springsteen. So
I'm blinded by the light.
No,
that's Bruce Springsteen, right?
No, that's like Khalid or
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, yes.
Okay,
yeah. Blinded by the Light is one that goes blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce.
Absolutely no one asked us to sing this episode. And I think each of us have sung upwards of 5 times. She wins.
It's relevant. So the boss was big in my life growing up. I'm excited to see him with like my whole family tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of
Major.
fun. It's gonna be huge. I know. Did you have an artist growing up?
It was Sia and Katy Perry. Katy Perry, I saw her concert and I was like, this is it for me. Like it was when she had her I think Prism tour, and it was just so cool to see her. Like all of those tracks were just so fun for me growing up. I remember singing like California Girls in my mom's car and just like having the time of my life.
That's really cute.
Having the time of my life. But quickly before I forget, I want to mention Hamburger Mary's. Yes, DIVOS was selected for Mary's Best, a competition show on the first and third Sunday of each month for the foreseeable future. So if you want to see me, check out Mary's Hamburgers, Mary's Best. Mary's of the Hamburgers, Mary's Best. In West Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard. Starts tonight, March 24th. Theme is purple, but that's good. And then we're also...
Theme is purple.
Anyway.
That's a color. That's not a theme. Sorry.
Layla, did you hear that?
No, cut.
Layla?
Cut.
Wow.
No. Cut.
Wow. Layla says, fuck you, skinny bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Aww.
That part. I'm so obsessed with Hi Layla.
Hi Layla.
I now know what she says after her call and response. So she goes like, fuck or attitude check.
Fuck you, fat bitch.
That part. Like, like that. Educate the straight. We're going straight into it. What do you think that part means?
Like I love that part. Like that's my favorite part.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I like that.
That part.
That part. Okay.
So
she says that every time.
Yeah, she's like, that part. Yeah. Like when I message and she's like, I'm like, Zach says fuck you, fat bitch. She goes, first she laughs and hearts it, and then she goes, that part. A quick educate the straight today.
I like that. I like that was good.
That part.
That part.
It's like very that.
Very that.
Mm-hmm. Well, now since we're talking about the live shows, do you want to talk about my page?
Yes. So,
within the badge.
A few days ago, since we recorded this episode, DIVOS actually had a pageant night, as I would call it, at this bar in downtown called Inceptive.
Precinct.
So close. called Precinct. Multiple things. One, DIVOS fucking killed it that night. There were 15 girls that started on like the runway walk portion. It was based on applause, so I can take some credit for pushing you through.
By all means, let's give you credit for my patch.
But DIVOS got in the top 5 out of the 15, got to perform their number. And it was the Naked in Manhattan number. Kind of say they gave all the girls the option to have background visuals. Only DIVOS like put in the extra effort to make these like amazing background visuals of her like dancing on the Santa Monica Pier and like time to the music. One of our friends actually saw like the tech booth. They pressed play and he went, woof, like he was like nervous, like it wasn't gonna work, but it did. It went through just fine. And then DIVOS got the top 3, did not make it to the top 2, unfortunately, but was recognized as number 3 out of 15.
Well, I mean, we don't know if I like made it to top 2 really. Like I was excused after the top 3, and then 2 other girls were technically top 2. But like they haven't released the scorecards yet. Like, there's like a whole. I mean, gays aren't the best at math, so we haven't seen any recounts. We haven't checked our work or anything like that. But no, it was really exciting.
It was awesome.
It was the pageant was at Precinct. It was Miss Sugar Tank. So Sugar Tank is the House of Avalon's party, and I've looked up to the House of Avalon so much throughout my entire drag career. They started a party called Gloss at Heart WeHo. And I went to the first like 7 glosses. They did it every month, I think, or every week, something like that. I went to like the first 7. It was the first time I saw a lot of like really high caliber drag on a huge stage, which was just so cool. And Marco Monroe was Lizzo's stylist for a little bit. Simone obviously won Drag Race. Gigi Good.
She's here for the throne.
The name's Simone,
and I'm
she's
here for the throne. That's like the only reason I really remember her. It's because of that line.
That's why the catchphrases are so important.
It fucking works. It works.
Grant Vanderbilt's an amazing host. Riley, Caleb. I just, all of them are so cool to me.
My name is DIVOS, and I'm here for the Doesn't matter.
I mean, my big goal was to get to perform my number that I prepared. The visuals are major. I'll put up a few clips so you can see what I did. But I shot in Santa Monica Pier. I did the Ferris wheel. We went to the Venice canals to just supplement the number because they didn't allow us to do mixes, but they allowed us to make visuals. So I'm really proud of how it went. Just getting to perform for the House of Avalon, Simone and Gigi, and Tsunami Muse was there as well from the season of Drag Race. It was just a huge honor and
A huge
great
opportunity.
practice. And I learned about pageants. Apparently, I'm supposed to change outfits between the runway and the first number, which is just, if I had known that, I could have easily done that. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
So good learning experience. But top 3, like,
Fantastic.
I got as much visibility as possible. I got to do my number and represent myself. So the final number was yes and, if I had made top 2. Which again, we're not sure if I have or not. We'll see the scorecards come out later. And I, yes and, say that shit with your chest.
Yeah.
And so my incredible Rhinestone BFF, Izzy Dead Yet, Rhinestone Cold Bitch on Instagram, we collaborated on yes and titties that I sewed onto my huge breastplate. And I made a top to fit the breastplate because everything has to be custom because Z-cup boobs, believe it or not, are not usually found in Target aisles.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, so I made that, and it was like a tearaway. I was going to say yes and. It would have been major. The crowd would have loved it.
It would have been really cool.
But
you still wore it out, though, after the
after I got dismissed, I don't want to say eliminated because we're still waiting to find out. I was like, well, I lugged these 25-pound boobs to the venue. I'm putting it on, so I put it on.
Are they 25 pounds?
Zach, next time you have to. I mean, if I consent, you can touch them, but it's like ridiculous.
25 pounds?
It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
And everyone got to see them. I got my pictures with Simone and Gigi with it on. So, I took advantage of the situation. I was positive. I think I presented myself really well. And I was just like so honored to be there. So thank you, House of Avalon. Thank you, DJ Mateo, for all your hard work, making sure my visuals work. Because I know sometimes when I'm extra, it requires a little bit extra accommodation. Yeah, but I really appreciate it. And yay! And most importantly, thank you to Zach. The House of DIVOS turned it out so hard. The numbers were huge. Thank you to Layla, Karen, and Amber, drag queens in West Hollywood, who are just so kind to have come out to support me. My other drag friends, Albie was there with her the House of Albie Amour. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, everyone was it was just so cool. And I had family there. My mom flew out. It was just a really fun night and a big success.
Oh, great success.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with your mom. I got her to put $1 bill in the Go-Go Dancers thong.
He did.
One of the highlights of my night. It's like top 5 moments.
Yeah, he did. And like hanging out with Gigi and Simone, they're both really nice, had really nice things to say to me. So stay tuned.
I'm really happy it went well. Because obviously from my perspective, it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always just to hear from your perspective, it went amazing as well. Behind the scenes.
Big success. I'm very proud of it. We also went viral this week.
That's
sorry,
true.
everyone, get tested. I'm sorry to go viral on everyone like that. Find your local testing center. But yeah, we have 3.1 million views across Instagram and TikTok. Chapel Roan, baby.
Chapel
I hope you've seen it. I did Pink Pony Club on the back of Eat Right Karaoke. It was pretty major. So
it really went viral too. You were all over.
Viral.
You were all over everywhere.
Oh God.
Did Chapel message you? Oh.
I don't know if Chapel's touring right now. She's opening up for Olivia Rodrigo.
Is she real? Oh, that's right.
And simultaneously doing her own tour, like on the off days. So I think the poor girl is exhausted.
I think Chapel's a little bit busy.
She's a little booked, but we want her to be booked and blessed.
I know.
So.
I mean, it's Chapel. She has to have her talent shared across the world.
Right.
I know. I feel like we have a really real chance to meet Chapel one day.
Oh, I do too.
In person, like if we play our cards right.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, she's a celebrity. She's really cool, but I also think she's just a really cool person, in general. Like, yeah. I would just love to hang out with her. She
has drag queens open up for almost all of her shows, like as an opening number, and we are 2 degrees of separation away from her. I have a couple friends that are very close friends with her, or know people that tour with her. So,
if you were to open for her, would you do a lip sync, or would you when she has drag queens open, or do they do lip syncs, or do they do
So my friend Miscellaneous, hi Missile, honestly did something so cool when Missile opened for Chapel. Because they're good friends. I don't know if from home or if they met in LA, whatever. But she did Chandelier, which is like a big dream number for me to do by Sia. I don't know if I, at this moment, have the dance performance for it. But I think I could. I've gotten to the point in my drag where I know how to move my body well enough that I think I could do pretty much anything at this point if I thought about it enough. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Miscellaneous.
You're delusional enough for sure. In a good way.
It's called nerve. It's called gumption.
It's called moxie.
It's called gall. Ambition, drive.
Passion, power. Staying hungry, you devour.
But Missile made an outfit that had sockets in it, so she literally had like got to turn on lights on her body and did chandelier when she opened. Honestly, getting to do visuals at Sugar Tank, it makes me want to do visuals for all my numbers. So I think I would do visuals to like elevate the performance. Drag is just going so well today. It's actually a double drag day, a DDD.
A DDD.
A triple D.
Triple D.
Mama, it's a triple D.
It's a day.
Triple D. I'm kind of nervous for this part.
I know.
Okay, lead us in.
Okay, we actually have sponsors this week. This is a big deal. We were talking about them a little bit earlier. You know, it's us. It's us. Once again.
And let me tell you, we had to fight off the corporate sponsorship.
It was hard. It was hard.
Target had us like backs against the wall. They said, "Take our $250,000."
I said, "No, we have artistic value.
We have artistic value." Let me tell you, our Patreon is getting a lot more than $250,000.
We had the sharks from Shark Tank offer us $2.5 billion for 25% equity, and we said no
for one episode.
I said no.
The sticker wall. Yes, so this is their first month of stickers. Our sticker of the week will now pop up. Make sure you're subscribed. Our different tiers of the Patreon give you different amount of stickers. If you want to be on the screen every time we cut to camera, with the producers. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Quick shout out to Chris Bennett, Angelique Bennett, Stephanie, and Doug Lewis for being true beauties. And our newest Patreon subscriber, the real OG Megan Lee.
Yeah! The actual Megan Lee.
Yeah, the real one. So make sure you check out the stickers. I think they're going so cool. Do you love them?
I love them a lot, actually. I already have that one on my water bottle. I want to pick one of you. I think this one's going to go on my water bottle, too.
Comment down below which of Zach's outfits so far. So we're 2 episodes into the 4-episode month. Which of Zach's episodes should we make a sticker into? He's getting a little nervous because he wants to, this is our promo shoot, obviously a great outfit, but he wants to make sure he elevates so that this spot is filled with another iconic look by Zach.
This one's fun because it's basically a button here, so if you go like this,
woo! Ooh, that is
so think about that. Think about that.
What if we edit someone's face in there? Wait, it's you again. We edit your face.
Wait, ready?
Woo! So yeah, make sure you check out the Patreon. We'll have it linked on the screen right now. Thank you for sponsoring us, by the way.
Hey, thank you for sponsoring us.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
That means a lot. I just want to make sure that you know that I really am appreciative.
Oh, no, that means
bits aside.
That means the world to me.
Yeah.
No, I don't care what anyone else is saying.
Right.
I am very appreciative of you. I really am.
And I don't care what all the Patreon subscribers are saying. I think that you are adding something to this pod. Really. You're not just taking up space at all.
That means a lot to me, Devin. That really does. And I don't care what anyone else says. I think DIVOS, it's a really, really good drag name.
Really? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to read the comments on the YouTube channel or anything, but I think that your haircut looks really good.
Thank you.
And I think that what everyone is saying on the YouTube channel, ignorant. Yeah.
I'm glad we got to have a chat.
So thank you for sponsoring our episode.
Thank you for sponsoring our episode.
While we're talking about drag, before we pivot, my cousin Marshall, we're going to give him a shout out because he has chosen to write about DIVOS for a second final exam.
I think it's sweet.
At the #1 public university in the world, UCLA. This is number 2. For this one, he chose 5 or 6 of my drag looks and wrote poems in Spanish about them. Adorable. So if you want to grab your phone, I actually texted you the poem about this outfit. This was one of the ones he referenced.
Oh, you did?
Audio. This is for the audio listeners. First of all, how are you?
Hello, audio listeners.
Audio listeners, I just want to make sure that you are eating and drinking water today. Let's get a little gulp of water. How about that? Make sure you're having lettuce. Lettuce is good.
Ooh. Let us
Where's the yes and?
Have a good time.
Camera 2, did you see that? The yes and just stopped. Zach froze. What?
What?
Okay. Next co-host, come on in. Thank you
so
much. We've loved having you on the pod. We're gonna go ahead and
I slip up one time.
We're gonna go to a different direction.
One time.
Okay, here we go. Audio listeners, here's the poem about this outfit. En luces brillantes y colores sin par. Devin. Devin? Marshall? Are we fucking kidding? You're writing about my drag outfit.
Keep going.
Devin es una oficial Snapchat star. Con tacones de diamantes. Una ropa de arcoíris. Su alma expresa es su verdad, su raíz. Wow. Drag queen valiente con sueños en las manos. Sus amigos celebran con abiertos brazos. Vive su esencia con risas y amor. Ser uno mismo es el tesoro y es el mejor. En el camino de la vida, brillando con fervor. Devin.
You did it again.
Es la luz, la inspiración, el honor. Que sigas siendo fiel, auténtico y audaz. Pues ser quien eres es el mayor regalo, la paz.
Okay, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what he's saying, but I can feel the passion behind his words.
Thank you, Marshall.
One, I think it's very, very sweet.
I'm playing. It's actually really sweet, and I mean, it's literally my art inspiring someone else to create.
Precisely.
So, like, what else could I ask for?
But number two, I thought he's doing it for a Spanish class.
They were both. The last one was in Spanish too.
Well, it's like if it was a performing arts class or like a gender studies class or like anything that relates to drag, I'm like, yeah, totally makes sense. Like, great inspiration. It's for a Spanish class. It's for a Spanish class. I mean, I guess actually he spends a lot of time, bless your soul, Marshall, thinking about you and your drag and being inspired. So actually, I suppose it's just one of the easier things to write about. Because all he has to do is just like transfer his thoughts into Spanish. So I guess to research a new topic or anything. So
yeah, I guess really it's just giving him the opportunity not to have to research.
Yeah, maybe he's just lazy.
I guess when you're seeing history unfold before your very eyes, it's easy to write about.
I bet George Washington's lieutenants wrote tons of poetry about him.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Should we do the bit of the week?
Yeah. Ooh.
The bit of the week.
The bit of the week.
Zach has been vetoing this bit of the week. So if you like it, comment down below. But we're having a singing episode anyway, so we might as well.
That's a great point.
That's a great point. So
I'm sorry.
It is so applicable and so funny. So I like to do it at restaurants where someone's like, okay, so like, what are you gonna get? And it's easy to be like, well, I'm gonna get the Tokyo ramen.
I'm gonna get the soup dumpling.
I'm in between the Sapporo and the Michelob Light. Or it's like,
I'm a starship. Now look what you've done.
Yeah. It's I'm really into bits right now that can help alleviate stress in stressful situations. Oh. So like, are you almost ready to go? Give me 5 minutes. Like, how can you be annoyed about 5 minutes if the person replies with, I just need 5 more minutes? Right?
Yeah. Everything's funny. Everything's funny.
Everything's funny. It's just drag.
It's just drag. All your listeners,
it's just drag. Visualize the IJD.
IJD, baby. It's just drag.
So that's the bit of the week. Short, simple, easy, fun, and flirty.
It's flirty.
It's easy, fun, and flirty.
Flirty. I can't hit the notes. You see, you have a smooth transition up. Mine's more like a bonk.
I think both are beautiful. Smooth or bonk. Yeah. Comment down below. Are you team smooth or team bonk?
Or team bonk?
Team smooth.
Mine sounds like a goose. Like, bonk!
But maybe one day you'll be a swan.
Maybe one day.
Okay, should we move on to the Twink Twank Twunk of the week?
I have one fun one. It's really cute. My mom texted me the other day and said, Zach, I have a great twunk for you.
Okay.
I was really excited. Okay, so my twunk is guys who drive cars with one arm out the window.
Ooh, armless driving.
Armless driving.
Or
very twunk. Yeah. No, it's not one hand on the wheel, but the hand's like out the window. And
vibing.
It's always a truck, and they're always above you.
Oh, yeah.
Very twunk. Very twunk.
My twunk is whole milk. All American, baby. Straight from the cow. Milk 'em, baby. Milk 'em. You look at 2%, you say, absolutely not. You look at skim milk, you go, as if. You don't even look at the oat milk, nor the almond milk. You look at that whole milk and you say, baby, I like them full round.
You said, baby, come here.
Full round and saturated.
You take it out and you go, boom. It falls on the ground.
Whole
Shatters
milk,
the
baby.
floor.
That's a whole lot of talent.
That's a whole lot of talent. It's just more love. I'm going to say my twink for the week is Tivas.
Tivas. Oh,
I think
very bad.
twink. It's not twink. It's not dainty. It's not twunk. It's not manly. It's just like, it's twink, you know?
Twink.
It's very twink. I feel like for obvious reasons.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My twink of the week is ankle socks. I think it's not for me. I'm not saying that I'm not even saying it's not for me. I think it's twink. I think it's a twink choice. I think no-show socks, you're showing off the shoe. Mm-hmm. I think high socks, to me, that is the standard American option. So I think that ankle socks is somewhere in the middle. It's a creative choice.
This is not the first time I've been roasted for ankle socks. It's been years.
See, you're interpreting my words as a roast. I want you.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm projecting. I'm projecting. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Gaslit achieved. Sufficiently gaslit. Come on, baby.
There is something so funny about gaslighting your friends. Like,
oh, you're good at it.
I'm shockingly good at it.
Yeah, no, you're really good at it. You're really good at it. Okay, twink. I have a twink.
Go for it.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, my twink is eyelashes.
Yes.
And Eskimo kisses.
Yes.
Should we try to do Eskimo kiss? Did it work? I think it worked.
Yeah.
Eyelash Eskimo tip. It's so twink. You want to like fly away.
That is really cute.
Really, when the eyelashes come on is when DIVOS comes out. Before that, I am, let's just say, still presenting masculine. Mm. And then the eyelashes come on and I'm ready to fly. I'm like a bird. I'm gonna fly away. I don't know where my phone is. What's your twink?
Okay, my twink is high fantasy.
Yes.
Like elves and dragons and gnomes and like whatnot.
High fantasy is twink.
High fantasy is twink.
Okay.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Twink Twank Twunk.
Twink Twink Twunk.
We'll put all our socials on screen right now. Zach's still working on the Twitter launch. If you've been listening to our episodes, you know Zach thinks that we only have a Twitter when in fact we have everything but a Twitter. So
actually, technically, it's X now.
X. Well, hopefully X will mark the spot someday soon for you to go follow us on Twitter.
Indeed.
We'll have our personal socials up here. Who knows, next time one of us will go viral. It's, we're sweeping the community and really making sure that those health centers are getting the people tested. Because our viral content is all over the world.
It's everywhere. Woo! Woo!
Thank you for watching Twink Twank Twunk, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Spam!